Work, work, work. Everything needs work. My son can drive a tractor by himself now. This is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. Hello, I am Micington. If you ever wondered what it would be like to build your boat to every crazy idea you ever had, it would probably look something like this. In the last video, I made a boat hoist so I could get the boat off the trailer easily. It feels like an eternity ago. It's come in handy. I'm about to glue the deck down to the hull forever. I should have done it ages ago. Better late than never. I tried to get the gunnel straight with the dual level laser. You can tilt the laser line with this type. Unlike that, I'm also using the crane to lift the boat up as well. I'm just trying to get the gunnel to be a really straight line. So I've got the line pretty good now. I just used the jack to lift the side up like that. I don't think that looks really good. This straight edge, I don't think was ever... How the heck am I going to do the other side with the laser? Something else I've noticed is somehow I've got a crack here now. The other side's okay. Something else to fix. If I can get the strips on straight, I'll be happy. So that's what I try to do. More dummy fitting. Gunnel's doing something funny. I'm just going to leave this bit unbuttoned. I want to see what happens when I loosen that, but I need to do the other side first. This is what it looks like from inside the boat. I'll just fiberglass straight over these screws and then remove the screws after, and then do more layers of fiberglass over where the holes were. That's just on loose at the moment. That's just to hold the strip straight. This is the old aluminium strip. I don't care about it. I've got good stainless stuff. I angled it up intentionally to try and creep it up. I'm totally showing off, but I am absolutely loving this crane. I can get my work to where it's comfortable for me. It took me far too long to fit the deck to the hull to consider putting glue on the deck mating edges while fitting it. Gluing the deck to the hull after it was fitted was the easiest way I could think of sealing the deck to the hull from the outside. I just used wedges to give me a good enough gap to squeeze some Sikaflex up. As I got further to the back of the boat, the wedges weren't as necessary because there was more flex in the hull. After cleaning up the Sikaflex, I could just swing the rail back to where it wanted to be and drill back into the holes that I'd already done before. Then repeat this on the other side. Oh, I hope I got the rails straight. It's pretty hard to see when you're this tight for space. Then I squeezed a vinyl ester and aerosol bog into the join so when I fiberglass over it, there won't be any air gaps. I only do the front half of the boat because I've still got the pulleys attached. This is the main thing, keeping the front of the boat tucked in nice at the moment. Using vinyl ester resin again, I fiberglass straight over the wet bog. Vinyl ester resin fumes are real bad. I order full face respirators straight after this. My eyes wouldn't stop crying. I'm doing all this work and I've noticed that there's a massive gap behind here. The hull isn't as thick as what I'd want it to be, so I've started to beef the sides up, and I've gone this far, I may as well do everything what I think is proper. So I'm going to cut this out.
body. I was worried about the gap in between the hull and this bit. I can't see. I'm in so much pain. This stuff is nasty.
I hadn't received the full face masks yet, and those goggles were poop. It's going to be as strong as the Bismarck. This is just the beginning of turning the boat into a battleship. 4 layers thick, not including the overlaps.
Okay, so I'm ready to see if when I let go of this rope, hopefully the transom will flex back out and catch into this lip better. Hopefully this bit of the hull flexes back out as well. Another big guessing game. Here we go.
That wasn't as impressive as I thought. Hopefully that flexed out.
Here we go.
On a positive note, it's a good place to put LED lighting. It's nice and symmetrical. She doesn't want to pull out anymore. It did come out a bit, but not as much as what I wanted it to. So now, more glue, more screwing, get this straight. This popped out a little bit, but also not as much as I wanted. But it'll come good. This is my problem at the moment. See, there's a gap, there's a bit of a dip. So I'm gonna try and get that out. I forgot to mention that this was a problem before I took the deck off. It's pretty good. See what it looks like outside. Huh, I think it's gonna be okay. You can even see that the old holes were really high. Interesting. I think I have to pump the back up a bit. Let's see what happens when I release the jack. Down a bit. It's actually not too bad. That's fine for me. I need to get this baby in the water. I filled the gap up with some vinyl ester bog. No amount of kicking or thumping would get the transom where it wanted to be.
Phase 2 of turning the boat into a battleship. Another 3 layers thick on the sides, 4 on the back corners.
This took 6 hours to do, but well worth it. It'll punch through the waves now. The next day I needed to grind out the front, getting ready to put the anchor well divider in. While I was itchy, I thought I may as well just grind the whole lot now. I set the boat floor completely level with the boat hoist so I can use a laser to ensure everything's nice and straight. No guessing.
The divider. These screws will stay in there. I just clean this up a bit with the bandsaw. More grinding to go. I'm very aware of the anchor compartment filling up with water. This would be nice to have the anchor on. I can only just get it to fit. I've got it tilted like that and that. I'm using this to check it, so I somehow need to get a cool shape for that. This was the easiest way I could figure out to hold the shape. Oh, I wish I had cut that out. That's where I'm going to recess the amplifier that runs this.
Something I'll never be. Tycoon and I'm Jay with the dizzle face. I'm nothing my section has ever seen. Run the ice so I'm touch, I don't need a screen. I'm Curry, I spit it from 30 deep. Do the pin in the pad like a surgery. She the curve at you just to flirt with me. Toolie tucked off, but the jewels out. I just sit at home with a full mouth. I'm a red breed when the moon out. I'ma stop paying by the rules now. I've been red place, need a new route. Queen said she needs space in a new house. Mom told me she prays for the kid every day. No wonder I'm getting paid for the tools now.
All of that for a fiberglass skin over the subwoofer ring.
I glued this. This is where the toe point will go into, in the front of the boat. Look at that sexy looking worker.
Not as good, still usable. No! Damn it! Can you see a problem? I've got it going the wrong way. Ah!
While I've got this screwed down and it's perfectly spaced with a 6mm wall thickness it'll have, I'm going to put this on, screw this on. It screws this outside and this bit plate to this piece of wood, and then I've got them marked and I'll mark it on here so I know which ones go where. I'll cut it in 4 like that so I can split it apart easy. Put iron on melamine on all of the surfaces that will have fiberglass on them, and yeah, that will be good. I didn't cut through it all the way. This is so it helps me hold it together while I put the iron on melamine, and also so I have a nice flat finish here. Before I unscrewed this, I put some black marks around here. It'll center it again. And then the same thing with this one. And then I've got all the alphabet written on here. And then I screw it all back down again. The first two will be locating. Only the inside is getting screwed to that panel. But I've just got it screwed to both to make sure that it lines up and everything's symmetrical, which it looks beautiful. It's really important to have a locating pin. These longer screws will be the locating pins. They'll go all the way through. This is going to be what presses it down, so it'll have a good looking inside and hopefully smush it all into the edges. This is the outside of the door. First I'm putting flow coat on, and it's flow coat only because I'm running low on gel coat. So I'm fiberglassing this bit, and then down here a bit, and then I'll smush them together. Straight too. That's straight. Looks good. Look what I made. Do you like that?
It looks poopy out there.
Never coming out that way. That's how molds come out, isn't it? Arnold, what do you think?
Good?
Is that cool?
I mean, no. But that's pretty neat.
I've got to grind it. When I grind it, it'll make sense.
Writing on here.
Yeah.
But input.
Okay. What, you want to write 10?
Squeaky.
Flip open like that, and then you can get to the anchor.
soir dans une souche, on est vraiment toute seule, frais dans la forêt.
Look at that sexy looking hat. Bring out another 1,000, just got back from AA composites.
I could calculate what the volume would be of the subwoofer box because I did a little bit of research and I found out that 6.18 feet is ideal. I'm currently just under 4.
I'm just taking these off now. Lots of room so it keeps it cool and maybe even be able to fit more amplifiers behind it. I tried to make it as easy to pull in and out as possible, so all I have to do is take off 4 nuts like this.
Finally, time to glass the bulkhead into the boat.
We're just planning on where to put the subwoofer. So can we go up there? Hey, bub. Look at that sexy looking anchor well. So it's the next day. I've just tacked this in from the front with fiberglass, and this felt I just soaked in vinyl ester resin. It's nice and hard now, so now I can have some good formwork to get the rest of the sides glassed up. Before I do that, I'm gonna thicken it up with some bog so I can get some nice angles. And because it's a felt, it shouldn't have a problem sticking to it because it's all rough as guts. It'll all get stuck in it.
The reason the subwoofer is so far forward is to get more volume in the speaker box. Plus, I think it looks cool too. It's an 18-inch subwoofer. It needs all the volume it can get.
What? He wants to see what the colour is.
Beautiful.
That does look cool. That's so I got something to staple to. This is going to have felts stretched over it.
gonna wet this out with resin now. I'm just gonna use polyester resin, but I'm thinking I might throw some basalt fiber into the resin while I'm doing it. It didn't come out that smooth because I stapled it to these rings. These are stuck in there, but I just did a quick dummy fit and I need to hack off all of that anyway. That looks hectic. Just sticky tape there for now. There's so much stuff crammed into the front of the boat here. It'll look way better when the side pockets are in as well. I was thinking, why am I doing this? It's going to be really hard to sand all these bits under here once it's here like this. Normally when something's too hard, you're doing it wrong. I've found from lots of doing wrongs. I'm just going to lay fiberglass where I've laid the sticky tape. Once that sets, and I can crack it out and I can work on it easier. Level all the way around. I've just leveled the boat with the lift, so this is meant to be level, and I'm out 15 to 20 mil out, so I need to reshape this entire thing. And oh my gosh, I was leveling it out because I need to make those bulkheads at 90 degrees to this laser here. I knew it was going to be a problem. I just needed to get going at the time, and now I have to fix it. More grinding. Look at how awesome that looks. The reason it's important to level out this side so that the windows are all level and straight looking, so then the hoop sits on top straight and level, and so the roof joins onto the hoop level and straight. I hope that made sense. I managed to sand this down real close to that side. So out of these, I made a stencil onto some big sheets and I covered the edges with melamine so I can have solid fiberglass bulkheads. I've got this 3mm flat bar screwed into the mold because I don't want to grind. It'll be recessed at the bottom of the panel so I can key it in neater to the floor. This is going to be a little pigeonhole that you can get through under the passenger seat. I thought it might be handy.
So we're getting close.
Very close.
Much closer. But how cool will that look? That's the subwoofer. Boom, 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 boom. And then those speakers will make that, ew, look on it.
And then Dad did these bits that went in here.
Pretty solid.
Yes.
But feel that. Oh yeah.
It hurts me if I hit it.
If it's not the best Bertram in the planet, it'll be the heaviest one.
I will definitely help clean it. First we'll have to vacuum. Instead of fiber.
Glass.
It's hard to say.
Fiberglass.
Try again.
Fiberglass.
Say resin.
Resin.
Same.
Oh, that was a big
Yeah.
sneeze.
Bless me.
Jumping.
I just remembered I gotta bring these lasers.
It's gonna be huge. Look at this.
It will be compared to our jet ski.
Woo! We got a jet ski!
Please like and subscribe. You don't have to if you want to be an idiot.